I've fallen completely in love with music. I love viola, I love music, and I love what I do, and that's largely because of Mrs. Damel. She has pushed me to be a better musician. She has pushed me to become a better teacher. She has pushed me to become a better learner, and I just thank her for that because I wouldn't be where I am today without her.
When all the young freshmen come in and they're very nervous and they're in high school now.
When I got to college, I realized how spoiled I was, realizing that a lot of the other students didn't have the exposure and the experience that I had regarding chamber music, symphony repertoire, solo rep, and just the people that I've gotten to work with.
Carol had this great idea of let's go to the elementary schools and let's start there so that we can share this love of music. And it's been such a joy to have these kids not only listen to our students play, but to also be able to touch the instruments, have kind of a petting zoo, and really be exposed to what it's like to play a string instrument for the first time. And that's all because of Carol's leadership, and it's all because of what Carol has. She has this commitment to share music and the joy of music.
We reach out to our middle schools and we bring them here. We have a big Nexus concert where we put all of the students together on stage and they perform together. So that outreach is really important to continuing to build this program and the love of music in our community. We have a special purpose tax. The monies that come from that go to the schools. A number of years ago, I put together a proposal for a concert hall, and fortunately, through the help of Dr. Brian Williams and at the time Mr. Watkins, we managed to get this on the table, and it's just a gem right here at Lassiter High School that we're so proud to have.
Carol has this unassuming way of collecting friends and adding them to kind of her necklace of life. So everyone she met, whether it was me or my colleagues at the Atlanta Symphony or my colleagues in the greater community, she had already built this cohort of support for the idea. The orchestra program was already a matter of great student and public pride. It was an amazing program, not just because the concerts were great, but because the educational journey was great. And building a concert hall on the property that was available was the logical extension for that.
With their additional support, we were able to make an even more spectacular space.
When Carol first discussed the idea of building a concert hall, her first instinct was how it benefits the students in the school. The next point that she made is why it was good for the greater East Cobb community and in fact the whole system. And in the area of performance, it should have a facility worthy of the excellence. The local community bands, other high schools, getting them to come and perform in the school. The Atlanta Symphony comes and does concerts there. Touring groups, when they're coming through the Southeast Corridor, stop and perform at the Lassiter High School Concert Hall. This was all because she made the dual linkage, serving the school and serving the greater community, with kind of the Lassiter Concert Hall being at the epicenter. I know there are a lot of spectacular, excellent, really accomplished teachers across this country, because I've worked with many of them in the places I've had the pleasure of working: Chicago, Baltimore, Atlanta, and now here in Detroit. I find her to be a remarkable community member, both at Lassiter High School, but in the system at large. She is an advocate for Lassiter High School and for the Cobb County school system, and that's a really great asset for the entire community, because she is their ambassador from the school to the community and from the community back into the school.